You know, have you ever tried to go to the toilet and then you're there for minutes, sitting down, pushing, squeezing, sometimes even praying, but nothing comes? Sometimes you push like you're in labor, but still nothing. Or maybe sometimes your stomach feels so hard as concrete, and every time you pass gas, even you yourself, you panic because of the sound and the odor that comes from it. If you've had situations like that, my brother, you're probably constipated. Hello guys, you're welcome back to my YouTube channel, and today we're going to talk about something quite interesting. Constipation. It's not a problem, it's not a curse. Constipation happens, and today we're going to tell you why it's there, what you can do to stop it from coming, and tell you clearly a lot of information that you need to know about constipation today. So let's get into it. Let me start with a short story. Mama Titi is a normal, regular Nigerian mother who decides that on a public holiday she wanted to take some food. So she goes ahead, she has 3 wraps of food with some goat meat, pepper soup and fresh fish, Then she washes it down with a chilled bottle of Coke. Of course, after eating, she goes to lie down because, it's a public holiday, there's nothing to do. So what shall we? She lays down. Then she wakes up the second day, nothing, no movement in the toilet, of course. Third day, no movement, and she's already starting to panic, and starts to accuse her neighbor, man, she must have done something. She must have taken her name to her village people's meeting. But to be honest, it is not jazz. It is biological, and it is constipation. So, what exactly is constipation? Constipation simply means you are not passing stool as often as you used to. Maybe you go less than 3 times a week. That's constipation. Or maybe your stool is hard and dry, or you feel like you still haven't finished everything, even when you are out of the toilet. That is constipation. And don't worry, it is common. Children, adults, even elderly people are all constipated. So what are the causes of constipation? Let's start from that. First thing, there are several reasons. Let's start with the fact that there are several reasons. But the first reason you can think of is not having enough fiber. If you are always eating heavy swallows without vegetables, or your digestive system will struggle, eating a bar and not having enough vegetables to push it down, you will suffer it. Number 2, not drinking enough water. If you take to soda or malt and they have replaced water in your life, then your intestines will start protesting. They will protest. Too much of processed food, burger, noodles, shawarma, even though they taste very great, I know they do, but eating those food will put you in trouble. They will put you in trouble, because if you eat too much of them, they just go to clog your intestine, and they don't move as much as they should. Also, a lack of physical activity. If you're someone who sits in the office for a long time, you don't go out, you don't do some exercises. If your intestines also, they will sit day to day, will not move. And if you have the urge to go, but you feel like, oh, this place I am, I don't want to go, but you now start holding it, it's okay. Your GIT will now stop sending you signals so that when there's a clog up, you still won't know, because you are used to not obeying. In other words, if you don't obey your GIT also will stop obeying you. In some cases, some drugs that we take, or some medical conditions, some people with diabetes, some people with thyroid issues, some hormonal changes also can cause you to become constipated, especially when you are pregnant. It can be responsible. Some other medications too that doctors will prescribe for you can also cause you to be constipated. How do you know if and when you are constipated? So just look out for these signs. You start seeing hard stool, especially the hard and dry stool. You start feeling bloated. Sometimes you have abdominal discomfort. Sometimes you have to now strain, go to the toilet and start praying and pushing before anything comes out. Those can be signs of constipation. So and also, as I said earlier, when you have the feeling like I just went now, but I still feel like I've not finished going, yeah, then that could also be a sign to look out for. Or sometimes when there is pain or when there is bleeding from when you push too hard, then you know that, okay, I was constipated, now I pushed too hard, now I'm bleeding, or now there is pain. These are like the commonest symptoms you can experience. Let's talk about solutions. What can we do now that we know that there's constipation? What's the next thing to do? First thing, drink more water. Apparently, when at the time you notice constipation, take at least 2 to 3 liters of water daily. It will help you rehydrate the system and then be able to push it out easily. Then increase fiber, beans, vegetables, so many vegetables out there, especially in Nigeria. Eat a lot of vegetables, eat a lot of beans, pawpaw, oats. Oats too can help you, and some garden eggs too. They act like, how do I put it? They act like brooms, like natural brooms to help you sweep the GIT. Also, it's important to start your day with warm water daily, because when you take warm water, it helps to naturally stimulate the GIT to push, you know what I'm saying? Yeah. Then bananas too can help, especially when you take them and now take warm water, to help you loosen up the stool, and also movement. I remember back then when we were younger, if you can't stool, my mom would say, oh yeah, go and walk around yeah. Because when you move, your intestines too start to move. Or sometimes even when you dance, if you notice when you dance, you feel the urge to want to go to the toilet too. All those movements, they also try to make your GIT stay active, then you can actually move them out. But then, if you've tried all these home remedies and they are not working, then you might need to switch to using medication. There are some medications that are over the counter that can be used, liquid paraffin, lactulose can be used. There's something called phylum husk. Phylum husk, you can use it to mold any food. You can use it as a mold for any food, like vegetable wraps. You want to mold it, you can use phylum husk to mold it then, But then, after using all these things, laxative, exercise, and there is nothing working, please go to the hospital. Constipation is not that. The timeline I'll give you is about a day or two, or let's say 2 days. 1 day for the home remedy, 1 day for the over the counter. If you don't see any improvement, go to the hospital quickly. Let the doctor see, examine, and know what next to do. But then there are some red flags. We call them red flags because those are like indication that there could be a problem. So what are the things you will see that will make you run to the doctor? I mean, if you haven't gone to the toilet for more than a week, 1 week, no toilet, then you should go to see a doctor. Some of you are like that. Yes, go and see a doctor. Also, if you notice blood in your stool, it's also an indication for you to see a doctor. If you experience vomiting or weight loss, could be something sinister going on there, you should definitely go and see a doctor. Let's assume the pain is severe and the pain is affecting your day-to-day life. Yeah, then obviously you should go and see a doctor. Don't ever try to Google your symptoms or check it out. No. Just go and see a doctor. So let's go back to Mrs. A. After 3 days of going through some stress, taking a lot of water, and also trying to do some light stretches and vegetables, Mama Titi finally went to the toilet. She let everything out, and that day she was so happy, as if she won presidential election. So what am I trying to tell you now? This whole story. Constipation is not a curse. It is your body's way of telling you, change something. Drink water, eat more fiber, move your body, and go when your body tells you to go. But if the issue persists, don't suffer in silence. Seek help from your doctor, or go to the nearby pharmacy. If this video has helped you in any way possible, make sure you share this video, make sure you like the video, make sure you subscribe to my YouTube channel. Until next time, I hope that your stool will be as soft and smooth as fresh agege bread. See you next time. Bye.